has everything. So I mean,
Has everything. I see speakers in here. Tell us everything.
all right,
it has.
let me tell you what we are looking at here. So talking about the speakers first, these are Altec Lansing branded speakers. So we have premium sound in here. So these are, you use your phone, you can use Bluetooth, and they connect and you can play whatever you want through Spotify or, whatever you're listening to.
Okay.
But we also have something called Sound Soothe. So that is they're built-in sounds in the chair already that you can access through your remote or through the chair. And there's different sounds like the rainforest, the wind chimes, there's soothing rain. So when you look at this massage chair, what does it look like to you?
It looks like the cockpit to some airplane or a spaceship. Or
exactly, and you're like in first class though, right? You're a cocoon.
Yeah.
So when you're in there and you're back there and you're cocooned and you're in this pod, and that sound of just the waves
Silence,
crashing is just it completely immerses you in the massage experience. We also have 38 massage programs, and so that's
we're gonna go through all 38 of them.
it's gonna be a long video.
All day.
So I have 38 massage programs. We have Cloud Touch acupressure. So this is a cloud. This is an airbag that basically will give you compression on your arms, on your sides, on your shoulders.
Okay.
We also have what's called an L track on here, an L and S track. So the L track actually comes down, so you are going to feel massage in your glutes, in your glute area. It comes all the way down past the lumbar.
Okay.
And it's S track because it follows the curvature of your spine, which is an S.
Okay.
We also have a foot and calf massager. This foot and calf massager is heated. It also now, with this Supernova, it actually extends a little further, so it gets into the knee area. So it has this will retract and it has height sensing, so it'll actually kind of sense how tall you are and where that needs to be.
Okay.
So this chair is actually the first Alexa-enabled chair.
Alexa-enabled chair.
Yes, it is Alexa-enabled massage chair that you hook up to Alexa, and once you do that, you basically sit in your chair, don't have to touch your remote, don't have to touch anything, and you just say, Alexa, ask my Nova to give me a massage. You're heading back into zero gravity.
Nice.
Your massage is started, and you're ready to go.
You're ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's get in the chair and let's find out what's going on. All right. So what I'm going to do is this. And I was hoping my gymnastics, You think I haven't done stuff like this before? Ha!
Yeah, so you're good.
Yeah, let's let the chair tilt back. First of all, we got to do the one thing here. My phone has a nice spot.
Yes.
I'm going to put that right there. And then I'll put one hand in right for now.
Yeah,
and then I'll get the other hand in there, so. All right, I'm ready. Let's rock this thing.
All right. So I'm going to put you in one of our auto programs. I'm going to put you through the demo mode.
Okay, we're going through the demo mode. Okay.
A great overview of the whole chair.
Here we go. Demo mode. Bye. Hello. So what it's doing is now compressing on the shoulders, and it brought back my legs a little bit, which is awesome. There's the shiatsu on the glutes region. And that's really nice. Oh yeah. Probably hold my head back now.
Put your head back, relax.
Okay. If I fall asleep,
I'll wake you.
no.
No? Okay.
A little bumpy ride on the butts. I should have done this at the end of the day.
Yes, that would be ideal. You have to come back.
Okay.
I'll hold the spot for you. This thing right here, if you turn that, you turn it.
If I turn this?
You turn it, if you think, I'm too
That's too
upright,
hard,
you
yeah.
can, it's actually the recline incline.
Oh,
so
okay.
it'll give you a stepped incline recline. So if you think, I'd rather be in zero gravity at this point, you can turn that,
Okay.
and then you're in zero gravity.
Am I turning it
Then
clockwise
turn
or
it the other way, then you'll come up.
Okay. Oh, I hear the beeping. Okay, I get it now. So it's clockwise to go vertical and counterclockwise to go zero gravity.
Yes.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you should put do not disturb on your phone.
Yeah, you should get the full experience.
Exactly. So one thing I like about this chair is how the legs push in and out to get you straightened out in zero gravity. Uh-oh. I think that was 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yep, we're done.
Oh, well, that was very refreshing. Very, very
It's a
refreshing.
great way to start your day.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And end your day.
Yes.
And lunchtime. And break time. And snack time. And watch TV time. So we're here with Michelle at Human Touch, and you could get yourself a home massage like the Supernovo here, but you can also talk to your boss if your company has like an exercise room or a whole area just for stretching out yoga and stuff like that. They need to have a massage bed in there, and that's where you come in because you help them figure out the plan for that. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So Human Touch has mainly been direct to consumer. And about 3 years ago, I came on board. I'm in charge of the commercial division at Human Touch, and decided where are people really experiencing our chairs? They're not only experiencing them in homes, where can they experience them in their everyday life? If they're at the airport, if they're going to work, if they're staying in a hotel. People are always looking for elevated experiences.
Yeah.
So my thought process was, let's go to those people, let's get them there, let's get them in the chairs, touching and feeling them, and feeling better. And so one of the main segments that's growing very rapidly is our corporate wellness. So you imagine everyone's talking about stress today, how stressed out people are, and what that does to the body. It's not just, you don't just suffer mentally, you actually suffer physically as well.
Absolutely.
So by taking breaks throughout the day to just kind of center yourself again, actually what's happening is that people are seeing that the employees are becoming more productive. So not only are they becoming more productive, there's a decrease in absenteeism. People are feeling better. There's less workplace injuries.
Okay.
So it's not just about, again, it's not just about the body. It's about mind and body and how those tie together.
Yeah, and the best part is you can have a chair like this one in a corporate office. If you're in a small 1 to 2 bedroom apartment, something like this is just not going to cut it.
Absolutely.
So you get something like the zero gravity for your home for the small stuff, and then going to work to really get a good massage.
Absolutely. And so we're really excited. We've partnered with Delos out of New York City, and they do the well buildings.
Okay.
And so they are starting to get us in a lot of, when you're getting your building certified for well-being, they're building out rooms that are specifically for their employees.
Okay.
And so they're bringing in our chairs and creating that with meditation and a weighted blanket. So you really get a full effect.
Oh.
And then another very fast growing segment for us is the sports performance markets. So Human Touch now, we're helping people, what we say is we want people to feel better, live better, and perform better every day.
Yeah.
So we've got our chairs in the Lakers facility in El Segundo.
Okay.
We're also working with a lot of the major chains of gyms, Gold's Gym, UFit, Export Fitness out of Chicago. So what's happening is people are working out, they push their bodies every day.
I've always been told you get in the chair first, you get the massage first. That loosens up your muscles to the point where you can push them to a limit, and then afterwards you get back in the chair and relax yourself down.
Absolutely.
From that workout.
Because the injuries, they're able to push themselves because they're taking care of their bodies, is they're performing better because they're able to make it more meaningful.
Okay.
And this is, they're actually using this as an active recovery tool.
Okay.
It's really exciting of all the different segments that you can see Human Touch now in. And at airports too.
Yeah.
We're in Be Relax. We're the chair of choice for Be Relax spas in airports. And then we just are now launching with Express Spas.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see our chairs also at major airports as
So
well.
you got many different places to check out and just get relaxed and see how these chairs really work.
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, Michelle, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Awesome chair. Supernovo. Let's talk about price and availability. Well,
Sure.
it's already available. You already said
It is
that.
available. This retails for about $10,000.
Okay.
So, it is available through retailers across the nation. We do a lot of we do a lot of business in Costco. We're in retailers like Relax the Back and different. We are available. We're also available online and Amazon, anywhere. So it's not hard to find.
We'll have a link in the show notes so you can get one yourself. And of course, you guys have a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yes, we do.
We see more chairs that you could probably just sit in.
Exactly.
And then when you're ready for a massage, you just hit the button and go. Well, Victoria, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
And of course, if you want to get one of these chairs, like I said, I'll have it in the show notes. You can get it there and check your Costco or whatever. Not for Human Touch, really cool stuff. I can't wait to get one at home and try it out, and we'll see what happens there. But anyway, Jeffrey Powers, you got a lot more CES 2020 action, so stick around and just check out on the YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification for the next video. And until then, you guys geek out and be relaxed. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine, and we're here at CES 2020. We're here at the Venetian. We're getting ready to go into the Dell Experience, and we're going to do that next on Geekazine. So this is the four-sided Infinity Edge display. Almost disappeared. That's true, as you can see right there. It's a very thin laptop. It's a 16 by 10 display, 6.8% larger than before, and 2% smaller size. So you got a very lightweight laptop, and no edges, which is pretty sweet. Some of the things are showing off some of the stuff it takes to build their laptops. We got the carbon fiber palm rest right there. We got the woven glass fiber palm rest right there. These are the raw materials, the carbon fiber. And they're pretty soft. They have the stainless steel inlaid logos, laser cut out of a sheet of stainless steel and placed to the recessed pocket by hand. The space between is 1/10 of a millimeter less than the thickness of a human hair. So there's the stainless steel cut ledge. Finally, we're looking at the gleaming diamond cut sidewalls. That are precision cut to perfectly align the display bezel with the display back and then matched on the base. Diamond cut and edge right there. And the polycrystalline diamond CNC bit that's used to do that cutting. Now, of course, this isn't actually cutting, but this is all CNC machined aluminum. It's so sharp it can cut through this block of metal. Using aluminum, they say it allows for an elegant design with high build quality and stronger and stiffer than magnesium, plastic, or stamped aluminum.
So this is Dell Mobile Connect. It is a software that is meant to integrate your phone and your PC. It was originally launched at CES in 2018. Yep. It has a lot of great functionality. You can take calls, answer texts, get third-party app notifications, all from your phone on your PC. Last year, we announced file transfer and app mirroring for Android, and this year we've announced it for iPhones. So you take a picture, the picture will pop up here, and then you can just drag and drop onto your PC. So it's really easy, fast. You don't need a cloud service. You don't need a a cable. Great way to get a picture from your phone onto your PC. We also have app mirroring, where app mirroring.
Oh, app mirror, okay.
So you can interact with apps on your phone.
Hello. We're back. We had a little internet storm. Had to call the internet company, and then they said, there's nothing wrong. And it's like, yeah, there is. And we did a couple testing, and then it's like, there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong anymore. So I'm guessing we had a small little internet storm. And apologize for that. And so, but we're back. We're back. So let's finish this up because that was not fun, but fun. All right. So we're here. Bring that back up. There we go. And then we'll hit the preview. And we're gonna not finish this here. We'll just turn that. So it looks like we're back online on all the channels here, and we just gotta connect back up to AMS. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, we should be back on Amazon. Hopefully. Let's go to live streams. Let's find my live stream here. How you guys doing? We had a small little internet storm, probably from all these live streamers trying to stream Prime Day. That happens. So. So where are we? Let's find us. There we go. Look at that right there. And hopefully we're not going to have any more. Yeah, hopefully we're not going to have any more interruptions here. So apologize on that, but basically we just went through about 40 minutes worth of deals here. So we're gonna quickly recap, and I see a lot of people clicking on already. So thank you guys very much for coming back and enjoying some more of the show. Ask your questions below as we continue on. I'm just gonna say hello again. Hello, we're back. And then I'm going to pull up this chat. And it looks like we got a few people here. So we were on earlier, so I want to just go through the list. Where is it? Close this out. There we go. Start it back up. Yeah, we had a small little internet issue, and now we're back, and we can talk about... hello. We're back. All right, there we go. So let's talk about. We'll recap what I talked about in the last 40 minutes. We won't go too much, but you know it is Prime Day, so we got a lot of Prime deals going on right now, and these deals are changing a lot. In fact, this page, you can see. I bet you if I refresh this page, this will look a little bit different. Let's refresh this page and see what happens. So refreshing the page, and yeah, look at that. The Echo Dot is gone. Oh, that Echo Dot deal. I hope that can still happen. But anyway, you got the Echo Show and the AirPods, and looks like, I don't know if this is, yeah, this is an iRobot Roomba, and we got some Acer Lenovo. We're basically focusing on anything video creators will need, cameras or anything like that. So that's what this is about. So let's start at the beginning of the list, and I think I closed a couple of these, so we have to bring it over really quick. The first one that I am going to talk about is, yeah, there it is. Okay, I guess I didn't close that. That's the GoPro Hero 9 with the bundle, which is basically a pull and a case from there. There we go. Let's bring that up. There it is. And great little deal. I've talked about GoPros. I actually have a couple Hero 4s sitting on my desk because I use the Hero 4s a lot. And I've been thinking about doing the upgrade to 9. So, but I haven't had my hands on it just yet. And keep in mind, with the exception of only a couple things on this list, I've touched, I've played with, I've reviewed. So I know that it works really well. And even though I haven't used the 9, I've used the previous versions of GoPro, and I know that they do a great job, of course, the front and the back. I haven't heard any problems from the people that I know that have used that. So it's a pretty solid deal to get for if you're doing any action cameras. Of course, you can also go and get the GoPro 8. They got that Prime deal right there. So you can check that out. We got the link right there. So it's a little bit less of price. So if you can't afford the $500 price point. Here's under $300 for you, and just as great of a camera. It won't have some of the newer features. If you're looking to upgrade to something with a more of a DSLR look, the M200, excuse me, EOS mirrorless compact digital vlogging camera is perfect for if you decide that you want to hold a vlogging camera on. You say, "Hey, folks, I'm here inside of my apartment, and how you doing?" But Canon cameras, awesome. You can change out the lenses. If you're in the Canon ecosystem, you have lenses, you can use them on this, and it works really well. So that was the Canon. Next up, I was showing you my DJI Osmo Pocket. I use that when I was going out and going to conferences, not only for video shooting, but one thing that this sets apart from a lot of these other cameras is the ability to do time lapses and different things like that, because you could set this in a corner and do a time lapse of something. Maybe you're setting up video, maybe you're doing a shoot, maybe you're at a conference and you just need some B-roll. That this thing, and I used that when I was at CES. I used that for B-roll just all the time. And amazing thing, and under $300. Great product there. DigiPupBlog goes, any mounts you suggest? Well, for the DJI, this is not really a mount, but this little selfie stick is just an amazing thing. And of course, you can put it on a tripod, and it can become a mount of some sort. A lot of mounts. Let me show you what I have. I just bought these, and they're amazing little mounts. Where is it? I'm looking through my orders to find it. Should be in the first couple pages. And I hung up my lights because of these mounts, and they're small, and they're really nice. And they are, there it is right there, from a company called SmallRig. And so this is what I use. I've used for a lot of these small action cameras, and also lights. I have a light hung up, a fabric light that's hung up above me, and I got this little SmallRig hookup right there. GoPro 9 and snorkeling gear suggestions from Ruben. I do not know of any because I don't do any snorkeling, but definitely something to check on. Acron Remarkable Creator Bundle. I'm not sure what that means. Is that what you saw on Prime Day? Creator Bundle. Let's just check it out. Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting one. It's not a Prime. That's the problem, is it's not a Prime Day deal, or is it? It is 5% off. So, but that's what you wanted to see. It looks interesting. That mount on the bottom better be pretty heavy, or gluable to the table or something like that, because that could topple over pretty easy. So it looks like you put the tablet down there, and then you put the smartphone up there, or a camera or something up there. Let's see what we got. Okay, so they're showing a picture of somebody with a tablet, and then an iPhone mount that can do an overhead for a nail shot or something like that. That looks pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. It is not on the list there, so but let me just throw it in here, and then you can take a look at it. Let's go. Acron Remarkable. There it is right there. We'll add it to the stream. There's a couple here, so I'll add them both to the streams. To the stream. We'll return to the live stream. And let's see. We have it right there. So you can click on that link and of course go from there. So snorkeling, snorkeling gear suggests. I wish I had, but The last time I got a GoPro, I got a bunch of mounts with the GoPro, body mount and head mount, but you'll probably need to find something a little bit more for that. So these would be cool for if you're doing overhead shots. But I look at those prices, that's pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much for clicking on that. Let's continue back into because we want to get back to where I was before, but I definitely want to, excuse me, show you what I was doing. So I was talking DJI stuff, and I was on the Osmo Pocket. They also have the Osmo Action. If you're in the DJI ecosystem, then you'll want to you basically want to stay in there, and that's what this is for. Great little camera, and of course it's also a Prime Day deal, so we wanted to show that off from there. I talked about this. I don't think I have this here. Yeah, I don't have this here, but somebody asked in the last episode because of the shirt, and I'm going to get to this shirt thing in a minute here, about the Elgato Stream Deck, a great little multi-button system that you can control, and basically when I press a button, it'll do something. Now, if I press some button on my shirt, not going to do anything, but if I press this button, I'm zoomed in. I press this button, I'm zoomed out. These are all created content buttons that I made for this, and so that is a pretty cool thing. Equipment I own costs less than that stand. It says Huberkelton. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a pretty interesting stand. I don't know. It might be worth the price though. If anything you buy, if you're doing it for content creation and you're doing it to make money, and you make the money doing it, then it's worth it. I think. I have camera stands and cameras. I have an action camera right here. I have my GoPro Hero 4 right here, and I get them because I'm doing something to push me forward. Not as much for making money, but yeah, making money is part of this whole thing. That's why I'm an Amazon Live creator, so I can show you great deals and things like that. But it's also about, if it does the job for you, then what's the problem? What's the problem? You need stuff to make things happen. If it doesn't work, send it back. 30-day return policies on most of this stuff, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a spokesperson for Amazon. I'm not a spokesperson for anybody. That's today. What? Okay. So, yeah, I'm now running against the clock here. So let's finish this up here. So yeah, Elgato Stream Deck. We got the Neewer Photo Studio, which is the next part right here. This was the ability to do green screen, and for photographers, for videographers, and this thing goes all the way down to the floor, so you could get a full body shot if you wanted to, if you had the room for it. And then, of course, it comes in different, as you notice, there's different patterns. Those aren't part of the Prime Day deal, but you can get green screen. And this looks like you can put in multiple, so you could have multiple backdrops onto the stand and use that from there. So check that out. Somebody says exactly, DigiPup blog says exactly. Thank you very much. So next up is Neewer. We talked about this. Is if you're looking for a good slider for your videos, because it's always nice to actually be able to slide around your camera, give it a little feel of movement in your videos. And with the fact that this is controlled via iPhone, you'll be able to do that fairly easy. So that's another one right there. Let's move on from here. Neewer, the dimmable program. All the lights that I have in my studio, with the exception of this light right here, which is giving a back glow, all of them are Neewer. So there I have a LED panel light right here. I have an LED panel right here. I have an LED fabric light from Neewer right here. And then my fill light in the back, that's where it's getting this white gloss over here, which I need to turn down just a little bit. That's from Neewer. These are all Neewer lights. And so this is a bicolor 960 LEDs. It's in it looks like similar to a 9x16 look to it. So you can go vertical or horizontal, however you want. It's Gives you 960 LEDs for 6,720 lumens and a color temperature between 3,200 and 5,600 Kelvin. So if you're looking to do some video and need to light up a room and only have room for one light, this might be that light. Because sometimes you only need one light for certain situations. I have this decked out the way I have this decked out because of how I do my videos. The fabric light shines on the table a little bit better, so I can show off the product. These lights are pointed towards me, so it can show me, especially if I'm doing like a chroma key in the background, because you definitely want to have even lighting in the background. And as you can see, as I step back, you're seeing more shadows from me. And then that's just a fill light of some sort, just to help accent me. And then this is to kind of give me a little bit of a depth perception in my lighting. Simple as that. So, all right. Uber Clocken says 10-4. That is 19-4. 10-4. That is. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Let's move on from here. I showed you these great Prime deal. I don't have them myself. Oh, I don't have the link up anymore. Let's see if I can find it really quick because I went on a tangent because somebody asked about some headsets. There we are. These are Releno soft boxes, and as I told you, soft boxes are soft boxes are soft boxes. So comes with the stands. You'll need to get CFL lights, but it's also in an Edison bulb pattern, so you could probably easily switch those out for LED lights, and it'll give a nice even light. The bulbs are 5,500 Kelvin. With the Edison 27 socket, and I don't know how many watts they put out, so you need to get an LED equivalent, which there are those out there. So that was that one. And then we started talking about the SanDisk, which is this is a 2 terabyte Extreme Pro portable, and I have these, and they're just amazing for doing any type of storage. So you can check those out as well. And let's see, where were we? Oh, we were on the desktop. A lot of people were asking about what type of desktop I should be using for video capture. And this one right here, it's got a Ryzen 7. It's 8 cores, 16 threads, and it's got the B550 Tomahawk gaming motherboard. It's similar to the system that I'm running. I have the B350 Tomahawk motherboard in here. And I have the Ryzen AMD 7. It's a 1700. So this is a little bit better system. So, and you can get that there. And some of these Prime deals might have already expired, but you can always still order them. And sometimes they could come back in the next 24 hours and go from there. So, and then we were on the Crucial memory. We were talking about memory for the computer. And of course, Crucial's on Prime Day for their memories, so you can check that out. But definitely, when you go to get memory for your computer, make sure it's the right type of memory for the computer that you're getting there. We talked about TVs for monitors. I have a monitor behind my camera, so I can see what's going on. I have a few monitors, that is, and a nice 50-inch monitor. Even 32 inches works really well. Toshiba's got some great deals, and of course it's got Fire TV attached to that. So an amazing thing. Let's see, it's got there's this little side view right there, and these are all VESA mounted, I believe. So yeah, there's the VESA mounts right there, so you can put them onto a wall or anything like that. And then there's the HDMI, the setup. We got one USB, we got 3 HDMIs, we got an optical right there. And then we got Ethernet, so if you want to connect it to the Ethernet. I don't know if it's wireless. I'm guessing it's wireless and it's Ethernet. We got AV, just if you have like an old VCR or something like that, you can plug that in. And then the antenna coaxial as well. So it's pretty thin. And there's the remote right there with extra buttons, pre-programmed buttons in there. So that was the TV. We were on the NAS. That's where we were. So we were talking about hard drives. I have a NAS, which is a network attached storage, which is the ability to actually store all my files onto multiple hard drives, and it stores the files like that. rather than on each hard drive. That way, if one of the hard drives dies, I can put another hard drive into it, and it'll start working again. It'll recreate the files or all the data that was missing from that one drive. And if you're doing at home, anything at home for work, it's always good to have a good backup plan. And I have several backups in my backup plan. Let's move on from here. If you're doing some video, especially if you have SDI video, this is perfect. It's on a Prime deal, and it's on Lightning deal actually right now. You save up to 15%. And this is from a company called JTech Digital. I have not used this brand specifically. But basically this will take a coaxial cable and it will send it over the internet. And that's what this is. There are two boxes right here. And these two boxes will then, you have to power them, of course, but then you can run it through your network. So let's say you had a camera in another room behind some glass or something like that, and it has an SD connection, a BNC type connection, and you want to run it into this room, but you don't want to have that big old cable there. Well, you can actually go through the network cable and do it that way. That's pretty cool. And it goes through a single Cat5 or 5E or 6 cable, and can go up to 300 meters. So if you are, this would be something that as a video creator I would get for like being on a stage or something like that. So the camera is on stage and then I'm over by the soundboard, which is like a pretty good distance away. And instead of using a single cable, I can use an Ethernet. I can plug it into an Ethernet jack or an Ethernet switch, and then have one cable come back to the board instead of several cables coming back to the board. And I could most likely even hang that cable overhead. So for distance, this is a really nice little device right here. Moving on, I'm going to skip this next one because I don't know it too well, and I know that it's sold out. It's the AD200 Pro Lite. So we're just going to skip over that one for now. Couple tripods here that are on Lightning deals. So if you're looking for tripods need to be sturdy. They need to have a few different functions to them. This one right here, what I like about it is the way that the legs come up. So it's not twist, turn, and close. It's got those little latches on it. And that way, if you set it up, it doesn't fall down. Because I find that if you have one where you have to turn a little thing and then extend and then tighten that down, sometimes those stop working. And so that's what I don't like about tripods. And so this one has that ability to do that. And of course the price is right on that. This one, I'm gonna skip past this one because the deal has ended on here. And I'm now running out of time now. I realize that I have another event in the top of the hour, which I'm going to be late for, just to finish this up. Finally, a couple things here. The outdoor projector. Now this is perfect because if you're a video creator, you want to show your works to the people. So you can have outdoor when it starts to get warm again. You can have outdoor events, or you can have outdoor in the winter too. Why not? And you can show off your movies or watch the game with a whole bunch of friends and be socially distanced outside. So that's really cool. So that's what this screen is for. I have not used it. Looks like it's been 100% claimed, but once again, they might have more coming up in the future here. So you can keep an eye on that. Definitely go over to these and then say, watch. I want to watch this and see if more show up. And you can definitely order it from the regular price, but they might come back up in the next 24 hours as a deal again. So you keep an eye on that. Definitely click on that link and check it. Finally, the decked out t-shirt. What I'm wearing is my own creation. I have several on up here on Amazon. In fact, let me get to that. No, I don't want to show that. I want to show this. And it's not showing them. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like Amazon's kind of not showing off the t-shirts. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Well, you see the link down below, and for some reason I'm not finding my t-shirts. Oh, that's why. It helps if I type it incorrect. They were just showing up. Now let's put an A in there. There we are. Oops, if I type it incorrect. So a whole bunch of Geekazine t-shirts, including the Geekazine logo. You can definitely support the brand, and then some cool the shirts like the decked out shirt. That's this one right here, and the raglan, and then a couple other designs. I'm going to be building some more designs in the Geekazine brand over on Amazon. So you can definitely get this shirt. So I appreciate it. If you do, let me know. You can contact me. Let me know, and we'll go from there. So, all right, let me do this because I forgot to turn this back on. So that's pretty much it for the list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for that small little hiccup on the interwebs, but if you have any questions, you can contact me over at Geekazine. Think Magazine, put in a geek, and you can follow me on all the socials, including here at Amazon. Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine, and that will get you to my page. Go ahead and follow that. I see somebody clicked on the link for the shirt. Thank you very much. I got to get going to another event, and I'll try and be back a little bit later. We'll definitely search some more deals on different types of tech for you, so you guys can continue on with going on there. So until next time, you guys geek out and take care. You were watching Geek Tech Talk Live, and I'm Jeffrey Powers. Take care.
All right, CES 2020, we're here at Stop Skate. We're going to learn a little bit about an electric brake for your skates. So we got Daniel here. How you doing, Daniel?
Hi.
So tell us a little bit about what Stop Skate is.
The Stop Skate is the electronic brake system for a roller skate. It's the very simple system. You have the remote control,
Yeah?
and on your rollers is the braking system.
Okay.
And this braking system is on your right and on your left rolls.
So you got one on each skate.
Yes.
Okay.
You have the remote control. And when you push the button, the brake working. Yeah.
Okay, do that again. Do it a few times. Let's get closer.
Yeah. And
You
you have
won't
the
be
remote
shy.
control and push the button, the brakes work. Yeah. Here.
Okay.
And it's the very long, but you must very slowly and only. It's very easy.
Okay.
It's very easy.
Okay. So you're basically we've seen skateboards kind of like this with actually go and stop ability.
Yeah.
This is just braking on the skates.
Yes.
And why is that? Why is that needed for a inline skate like this?
Many people have problem with braking. Yeah. You can brake it with the standard brake.
Yeah,
this
the
is
little back. You push your foot
This
back
is
like
the
okay.
Only one brake what exists. Many people brake the system of T.
Yeah.
It's the T brake.
Okay.
Yeah. But your wheels is hard working.
So basically, it's a manual system,
Yes,
and
yes.
this brings in something
Yes.
where you don't have to move your ankle possibly a sprain an ankle or something like that just to stop your skates.
It's very comfortable. Yeah,
Very comfortable?
Right, and now you push the button and brake.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Is it out yet?
Yeah.
It is out. How much does it cost?
$300.
$300?
$300.
US dollars.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, US dollars.
Okay. Is it available now?
Sorry?
Is it available now?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do people go to get more information?
Oh.
Website.
Website. Yeah, the website is stopskate.com.
Okay. Simply stopskate.com.
Yes.
Stopskate. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Take care.
Your business card?
Will in a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. That was Stop Skate. This is Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine. We got a lot more CES action. She's trying not to get on film on the camera, so I'm just going to kind of do this so she get on the camera. Anyway, Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine. We got a lot more CES action over at CES 2020. Go over to geekazine.com, youtube.com/geekazine. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, bell notification for the next video. Until next time, you guys geek out, and we got a lot more video, so continue on. All right, CES 2020, we're here at Stop Skate.
So we are unboxing the Mevo Start, which is this the newer camera here. Of course, we have the Mevo Plus, which I have over here in the corner, which I'm going to be using as a comparison when we connect this up. But let's do the unboxing right now. We're going to go over here. As you can see, the plug and the card are already out. Now, this might be different. When you get it, it'll probably be in the box. But since this is a preview model, they probably set this outside of the box. So this is it right here. This is the Mevo Stream Now for everyone. Easiest way to take your live event quality live streaming in up to 6 hours of streaming and coding 1080p as opposed to 4K, which the Mevo Plus does have the 4K 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. And in fact, let's take a look at all the specs right here. We got the specs page. We got the Plus on this left side and the Start on this right side. It's got a 4-hour battery life, but of course you can plug in a power source to extend the battery, whereas the Mevo Plus, just the Plus, not with the base station, had 1 hour's worth of battery time. That had a Sony 4K sensor. This has a Sony 1080p sensor, the IMX307, and the processor, a little bit better processor, the Ambarella H22, as opposed to the A9 SE of the Mevo Plus. Capture resolution is 1920 by 1080 of 30 frames per second as opposed to 4K. But of course, once again, the Mevo Plus is meant to bring it into a frame where you can then move it from frame to frame. This does the same thing. It does, but it's more meant to put a focus. So if you were to actually use the Mevo Plus and the Mevo into your live stream rig, I would probably set this in the middle to capture, if it was a one-on-one conversation, to capture the one-on-one conversation, and then have these starts pointed towards the people. But you could also have like 3 Mevo starts if you wanted to. With the phone, you could only do one at a time, so it's either the Plus or the Start, and go from there. So they both have their own features and functionality to them. So let's go back to the screen here. You can video stream at 1080p 30 frames a second. Video codec is H.264 and HEVC recording to 1080p. Electronic image stabilization in there. The vertical flip is there, and the high dynamic image is in there. So you could actually hang this upside down if you put it in your studio or something like that, and hang it into the rafters if you need to. Audio mixer, this is the cool part about it, where this has the ability, the Plus has the ability to actually put into a mixer. This has a 3.5 millimeter jack, so you can still plug it into the mixer, but you don't plug it via a USB media device. You just plug it directly in. So that's a advantage right there. The wireless, they both do 802.11 AC at 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Dual antennas, access point mode, or an existing Wi-Fi network. So, and if you're hooking it up to a bars or an event, live event Wi-Fi, a lot of those have Wi-Fi. Basically, they set it up so one device doesn't talk to the other, because if your computer talked to your friend's computer directly, then there could be problems. So if you're hooking it up to public Wi-Fi, you might want to have a sub router on there. And I have a few sub routers that I talk about over at Geekazine that you might want to check out. But because of that, it's best to, if you're hooking up to a public Wi-Fi, to throw it into a router that can also hook up to that public Wi-Fi and kind of become the repeater, giving different IP addresses for multiple devices if you go that route. Anyway, let's get back into here. What else we got? We got Bluetooth in here. We're just going through the list, kind of keeping the comparison. Ethernet with smart Ethernet adapter accessory. So you're going to have to get an accessory to hook it up to the Ethernet connection, and we talk about that in the interview that I did at CES, so you want to check that out as you're doing this. So LTE of course can be connected to an LTE hotspot, but it doesn't have anything inside the camera. There's no SIM card or anything like that. There is a micro SD card slot and USB-C connections, so, and we'll see that in a second here. So let's get into the unboxing and let's see what this puppy has in store. So we got the tab down here. We'll pull that out and then we'll pop this open. We'll bring this out and then we'll just slide this down like that. Bring that to the side. There's the Mevo box. As you can see, it says Mevo on it, and yeah, so we'll open that up. And there we are. We have the camera itself in a little piece of course, protective plastic. Let's take that protective plastic off. It's always awesome to do that. There we go. So now we have the Mevo unit. As you can see, it's pretty small. It's a lot as opposed to this one right here. And I got it on the cord, so apologize. But if you took this off, it's actually bigger than this, but overall smaller than if you have the full system. All right, so let's take a look at this really quick. On the back, let's just do a little quick zoom in here. On the back, we have the power button, we have the jack for your audio interface, we have a USB-C down here, and this is where the micro SD card will go. So that will show you the audio and the power. To hold down the power to turn it on and to do the connection for your devices. What else we got? We got a little plastic insert. We're going to throw that right there. It looks like a little green instruction manual. We'll set that down for a second. And then another piece right here. I think that's just it. Besides the silica gel, yep, we have actually a pretty long USB-A to C cable. Of course, C will go in here. It's a long cable, so that's a really nice cable to keep around. And then, of course, the instruction manual. We'll open this up. Oh, okay. Inside the instruction manual, you also have a cleaning cloth. And then it's actually just a card. So the card just basically says, plug your camera in to charge. Of course, download the app at mevo.com/app. Hold the button on and then connect it up to the phone. So we can do that really quick. Let's bring out the phone here. We're going to turn this on, and I do have the Livestream Studio on. I don't know if the Livestream Studio is going to connect on there. We had heard a little beep from the Mevo. As you can see, a little white light is coming on. So we'll go from there. This is all in beta for software here. So we'll go down. Whoops, we'll go down. We'll go. So it sees multiple Mevo phones. It says has a unique name printed at the bottom of the camera. So okay. So we have, there's the Mevo Start, and then what I call Mevazine, which is the Mevo Plus. So we can connect both of them if we want to. We can configure the iPhone. So we we want to join the Mevo P1440. That's the last four of the serial number, if I remember correct. And we're gonna do this. And there we are. Look at that. We're connected. hi, how's it going? I'm right here. Hello. So, and as you can see, it's got the face tracking on, so it instantly brings it down to the face track, which is pretty cool. We can let's put this on a tripod really quick. So I got my simple tripod here, and as you can see, it's a lot easier to set up than the Mevo Plus. It's smaller, so if you set it up, it as you can see, you don't have the height that the Mevo Plus with that extra battery has on it, but pretty straightforward. So now you're seeing it on my phone, and it's pretty close to face level on here. And then you can also do the face tracking and the regular shots that will end up, of course, when you stream, it'll stream in 720p and do the record from there. Let's do this. We've got the card in there. Turn off all the live follow stuff. We'll hit this record button. We'll just say choose the destination of the card, but of course we can go to Facebook, YouTube. It looks like Periscope, live stream, LinkedIn, if you have the ability to go to LinkedIn, an RTMP source, which is really nice, and Vimeo. We're just going to record right now. It says on the 16 gigabyte card, it's free 16 gigabytes, so that's perfect. We're going to do a 1080p recording, and we're going to hit the record button. There we go. We're now recording. Hello. And on the, you can't see it. Let's bring this up a little bit. On the Mevo Start, you can see a little, this is the tally light. So that means that tally light will be red when it's on, and I believe green when it is not on, if you do multiple camera recording. So back down here, as you can see, it's working pretty good. We got about 32 seconds of recording. That is the basic connection. It goes straight to Facebook, so you can set it up really quick. Maybe you're doing recording somebody giving a speech or something like that. And the other cool part is I've got my Rode right here, my little Rode microphone, and we will just quickly plug it in, and then we'll turn this on. And now we're going to record it with the audio here. So hello, how are you? And let's just make sure. I'm going to turn this audio off. So with it off, yeah. So you see on the right side, it's not doing any audio levels. But when I turn this on, you'll hear click. And then, of course, you'll see the audio levels on the right side. You see that on the right side of the phone. There you go. And so now it's recording with the audio. With this little Rode microphone, so I could have it, right next to the camera. So I'd have it maybe like here. It'd be nice if there was a place to put it on top. It's not flat, so it won't let me, but I can always get a special extension and then put it right here. So I got audio, and then of course I got to make sure that it's not in the frame, because you're seeing the Rode microphone as I slide it forward on the camera there. So you want to have it. It's best to have it up here. And so that is the Mevo Plus. They just unboxed it. Let's see if we can connect it up to the live stream software. All right, we got the studio here, and as you can see, I got my Mevo camera. There is a delay on it. There's not much you can do with that. So, but anyway, we can go. Let's see. We go to inputs. We'll go to. There's our input. We'll say add input. We'll see if we can find cameras. All right, there we go. We can choose Mevo. And there we go. Look at that. Sweet. So now, and of course the audio is coming from the Rode. So if I turn that off, I'm going to turn the Rode off. Audio is gone from there. But then if I go to the audio section, which I like to do, I like to use my audio and just turn that off completely. I like to use the audio from my board when I do any type of recording. But as you can see, it connects up pretty quick, and we could probably do a quick record here. So we are now recording from the live stream studio. We are on the Mevo Start here. We're going to switch over to the Mevo Plus, which is in the corner here. There we are in the Mevo Plus. So as you can see, you can do multiple cameras. Go right back here. I also have my PTZ camera right there. So you can see that up there, and we can go back to here, and you can see. Let's bring this over so I can show you. Have a little bit of roving reporter action, and of course lights are getting in the way. But as you can see, it's running the software, the Mevo, or I'm sorry, Livestream Studio software, Studio 6. So there we go. We got 2 cameras set up, and so far it doesn't look like there's too many dropped frames. So I'm really happy with this this connection. So, and of course that's the unboxing of the Mevo Start. What do you think about it? Are you gonna be getting one? Do you use Mevo in your production? Let me know by tweeting me over at Geekazine, geekazine@gmail.com. Think Magazine put in the geek, and you got me. So until the next unboxing, thanks a lot for watching. You guys geek out. We'll see you next time. But welcome to Wirecast Pros. Ask, ask, ask. Answer, answer, answer. Be part of the community, and do not spam. No spam tolerated here. Simple as that. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think that was everything that I was going to talk about. Let's get into the main part here, and yeah, we're going to be talking about Wirecast 3.2 dropped last week. It is in beta. So if you are running regular streams, you should still be on Wirecast 13.1.3. There are some problems with it. I'm going to tell you one of the problems I have right now. I'm actually going to show you one. Well, you're seeing one of the problems that's happening. For some reason, it's calling up my frames from my other desktop, basically my titling software for some reason. And that might not even be a Wirecast issue. But just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to turn that off in my layers here. So let's take a look at what we've got here. And we'll do that by moving over to the screen. This is Wirecast Beta 2. I also have it on my Mac. How you guys doing? There's on my Mac. So we've got all of that. As you can see, it's fairly, almost exactly the same. There are a few things that are pretty new to it. The first one is, and I'm going to do this before so you don't see anything like a serial number. We're going to go to advanced. That's where we're going to go, right there. And in advanced, we have this new cool thing called missing media image. And what is that? That is simply the ability to get rid of that silly question mark. Now, there's a question mark right here. And they say that it works, but I have this problem. It still shows up. You can see the question mark, right? I have it set to transparent, but it still shows up that way. So going back into preferences, so for some reason that's not working, but you'll have the ability to just have it transparent, so it won't show anything like a question mark. Or you can put in a custom image. And I have just an image, you know, my logo I have put in there. But every time I do this, and yeah, I'm not sure why it's still showing up the question mark. It should be switching back and forth. So, and that does happen on both the Mac and the PC. And you know, that's why they have tests for you to go. So here's the Mac version, and let's see. Let me think. How do I get a question mark here? I could probably do my. No, that wouldn't do it. Let's do. No, I don't have anything hooked up that could do that. Everything will just go to something. So, anyway, the whole point is that, you know, it's not perfect, but once again, this is beta software. So. All right, what else we got here? So yes, NDI. We'll talk about NDI since Jeff is asking about that. And does it support NDI over SRT? I do not know that answer. But NDI, it's NDI 3. NDI 4.5, the update for the latest version of NDI. I'm not sure of all the features that NDI 4.5 have. But I should probably read that up, right? Yeah, that's a good idea. So I will do that. But the NDI connections, it does a pretty good job. Here's my PTZ optics camera, and I have no real problems with that. I normally don't have any problems with this camera. When it comes to anything like that, it's usually stuff that I've put together. Like, for instance, my other PTZ camera is up, and I'll show you it on this one. My other PTZ camera is up on a machine because that PTZ camera is a USB PTZ camera. And let's see, that's right. No, that's MacBook. That's the. I'm not seeing it. Maybe that's turned off. I'll have to see if that machine is turned off. But as you can see, that's the only. A lot of times I have issues with other NDI sources, but when I use my Connect Spark or I use the PTZ Optics, there's usually not too much of a problem right there. So, but yeah, NDI 4.5, so it's got the latest version of NDI in there. No, we'll leave this over here. Got the latest version of NDI over there, and that's pretty cool. Let's move on because I'm already throwing off my game here, and that's okay because it's been a long day. What else? Let's see. Anything else in the settings here I need to talk about? I don't think so. So we'll go from here. Okay, perfect. Next thing is, this is actually pretty cool. If you go over here and you go to your settings window, the side settings window, and you go to your main page, you're going to notice 3 lines down here. This is a resize option. So if you want your settings to be a little bit larger, medium, or small, you can do that. It's only on that front page. Everything else is the font sizes are what they are. It'd be nice if they were both there, but hey, that's not a big deal. And like I said, that's pretty good. So you can actually see your sources are a little resized right there. That's a nice little function right there. Next up is we're going to go to the big thing here. Oh, well, we'll talk about Rendezvous for a second. Rendezvous has been updated, yes. And I'm still testing the feature, but they've improved on a few things, including the Rendezvous audio, and that's part of the audio mixer. I think that you only get this with Pro. Studio does not have this option, but you have the Rendezvous mixing console right here, and it's all been updated, but the ISOs for Rendezvous are still not available for Rendezvous. If you don't know what an ISO is, basically it's the ability to set up a scene, like this scene right here, and then set up the Wirecast to say, I want you to record this scene and this scene only. Even if I switch over to the next scene or whatnot, this scene is constantly being recorded, audio and video. And then I could put the audio on another track and then send it out that way. So I believe that it would only send out that audio from this scene. For me, this wouldn't work because I put my audio on a completely different master layer, and I'm not sure if it would take that audio. And to do that, it's actually pretty straightforward here. We'll go, and once again, this is another Pro feature. If you go to Replay ISO and go down to Configure, and then you say Add ISO, and ISO stands for something, and I don't know exactly the acronym. But anyway, you can say you can create an ISO, and we'll call this test or twest. We'll just say that is. And of course, there's only one source in here right now, so that's the source. So the audio source could be whatever you want it to be. That's awesome. How do you want to record it? You want to record it's all ProRes that you would record it in. So high ProRes, medium ProRes, or lowest ProRes. So the least is ProRes 422 proxy. I don't know what the data rate is on that. I usually record, when I record in ProRes, I usually record in LT because I don't do too much ProRes work, but it's nice to have that. And then of course the file name and the location where you're going to do it. If you do that, put it on, hook up an external drive. Hopefully it's an external RAID array. And that's basically multiple drives that are working as one drive. That's in an enclosure that plugs in. Thunderbolt's a perfect connection for that. You want to have that type of power when you're doing ISOs, because you're going to be recording not only the main screen that's doing all the switching like we're doing right here, right now, but also, like I said, each scene. So if I was recording ISOs I would be recording 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. This is blank. So we'll say 7 different ISOs. So think of recording things 7 different times. And if I want to include the graphics, like my bug on the corner here, or my overlays and my lower thirds, that's going to be more. So those are things that you need to think about when you are recording ISOs. So you want to have this MacBook Pro, I would never do it and record ISOs. What I would do is my alternate method. I'll show you that really quick. So my alternate method is simply by going up to Output and Multi-Viewer Output and Configure Displays. Now, in order to do this, you need to plug in multiple HDMI external sources. Since you can get a dongle that can do 4K, connect up to a 4K monitor, you can also record 4 1080p sources, because that's one 4K monitor. So what you would do is if you could split it to 4 HDMIs running 1080p, you can send one of each signal to the 1080p to the monitor and set it up that way. It's a little bit of extra work, but it works well when you need to record separate screens and go from there. Like I said, I don't normally do this, but maybe you need to do that for failover. If I need to record from the camera, I would most likely have an SD card running from the camera, because I usually run things through a mixer, and that mixer has the ability to record the tracks. And then if I need failover, I just have to marry the two, audio and video, and do it that way. And all my cameras, except for my PTZ, that's the only one that doesn't do in-camera recording. So in that case, I would probably hook it up to another recording device that would record the HDMI while the NDI is sending to Wirecast. So that's another way to do it. So anyway, that is how you do the ISOs in Wirecast. And Rendezvous, we're still working. I'm still working on trying to figure out if Rendezvous's better than what they said. They've done some improvements, but I don't know. If you've seen some improvements, let me know. The biggest thing here, and this is what I've really been testing out this week, is the chroma key. So now we're back over here, and we'll bring this into the live shot so you can see this a little bit better, and then we're going to resize this so this comes to the forefront. But I need to have this screen to do this next part. So, chroma key. As you can see, there's some extra functions here. First of all, we hit the button and we say chroma key. And what does it do? It does what it's supposed to do. It takes out the background. You can use the eyedropper tool, and thank goodness that they put the eyedropper tool there instead of clicking on the box. That was kind of confusing. And then you have to be in the designer tool, or the preview side, to actually choose the color that you want. And you can definitely not choose green if you want, but it's a good idea to choose green, as you can see. There are, next to the U's, you have a little drop down that says chroma key, it says luma key, and it says color key. Now you have luma key, which does illumination. So you could actually take out a color. I think that, no, it doesn't take out a color, excuse me. It takes out certain lumens. So here we'll move it around. So as you can see, it's darkening and lightening. And of course, if I had an image back there, I should probably put an image in there. So let me do that really quick. Let's see, I need some video files. So I'll add media file. And then let's see. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. So we'll do this one, this background image that I have here. And bring it down, and we'll come back here. So now I have that image, and with the luma key, bring that in. So now I'm kind of luminescent to this. We'll come back here, and we'll go to the luma key. We can adjust that out. So as you can see, some of the things illuminate in and out. So it's kind of a little ghost mode, a little bit of a fun effect if you need. And you can adjust the white clip and the black clip, and you can change the edge contouring. and go from there. So that's Luma key. You have color key. This one will do a color burn rather than a chroma key. And so you're basically saying, I want this color and this color only. So as you can see, my chroma key, my green screen,